What's up guys, welcome back from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. A new Harpie synchro was revealed. Let's try it out, right? A couple of new legacy support, I guess, new Time Wizard, new Jinzo, Nexi. It's cool. But I feel that the Harpie one is the better one? I mean, yeah, the Time Wizard is cute, I guess. Anyway, so the new Harpie synchro is quite good. Needs any, well, like 2 Harpie monsters on the field because it treats our, again, like any other level 4 or any level 4 Harpie monster will be considered a tuner. So that's cool, even though that Harpies themselves don't have a tuner. So 41 cards in the main deck. The main deck, as you see, is a little bit different compared to, I guess, a usual Harpie Lady deck. Not running the Harpie Dancer. Don't think it's that good in today's format. Only 1 field spell though, and of course with more field spell the card is of course much better. But in today's format, back row isn't really that big of a threat, unless of course I'm looking at Eldritch, and even then they're chainable. So obviously against something like Subterror, the field spell and so on are definitely very solid, especially when going second. But I'm heavily focusing on going first. So I guess you could side deck more field spells or Harpie Queen to search out your field spell. As you saw, one of the new additions, I guess, to the deck is Cockle-Doodle-Doo. Basically a tuner, it's a wing beast. Going second, it can be a level 4 if you special summon it, so it could potentially lead to a rank 4 Exceed play. It could lead to a level 8 Synchro play, but most importantly, it could be fodder for Needle Fiber. Again, Needle Fiber into, well, it basically facilitates your Simorgh Link. Again, the Simorgh Link during each end phase special summons basically a Harpie Lady from your deck. Most of the time, it's either Oracle or Perfumer to get those beneficial searches. And yeah, I mean, I feel that this potential, even though you're running 1 big brick in the deck, and that's the Gale, basically a winged beast tuner. So any 2-card combination of a tuner and any, let's say, brick Harpie Lady 1 leads to a Needle Fiber play into, well, yeah, you saw, into Gale, into the Simorgh Link, and again, the Simorgh Link gets your pluses going. So I think it's justified, 41 cards, but again, it's up to you if you want to try out that or not. You could just focus, or not play, I guess, the Needle Fiber package and go for the Wind Spirit. Is it Garuda, I believe the name is. Basically just facilitating the potential Simorgh play during your first turn, but that feels like a heavy investment, right? Anyway, but yeah, just come, well, okay, you're banishing cards from your graveyard as well for the summon, but anyway, so the new synchro is quite good. Again, it's very easy to make, just needs like any 2 Harpie monsters. Again, one of your level 4 Harpie monsters will be considered a tuner if you're going for the level 8 synchro. And its effect states that during both players' turns, as soon as either, well yeah, both players activate a spell or a trap, that's once per turn, you can bounce 1 monster on the field. So, or yeah, 1 monster from your opponent, or 1 Harpie Lady on your side of the field. So that's cool. It could interrupt, it gives Harpies, or Harpie Lady, the potential or the ability to play during your opponent's turn. So let's say a Call by the Grave or a Trap Trick could lead to a bounce, a compulse for your opponent. So that's cool, that's good, more interruption for the deck. But most importantly, it's of course a high level Harpie Lady. So that's very important since, as you know, there are some Harpie Lady cards or Harpie cards that get some beneficial effects if you control, I believe, a level 5 or higher Harpie, or at least a higher level Harpie. So again, having the synchro on the field gives you, let's say, 2 searches off of your Perfumer. And there is like that, I forgot the name, but it's the spell that gives you basically the small pot of avarice. Like send back 3 Harpie cards from your graveyard back to the deck to draw 1 card. And if you control a high level Harpie Lady, let's say the Synchro or Harpie Lady Sisters, you can draw 2 cards instead of 1. So that's good. I definitely like that card as 1. Extravagance is an iffy one. As you saw, I banished both my copies with Extravagance, and it's iffy. I feel Extravagance is needed. It's Ash Blossom bait. It gives you 2 draws, obviously more cards to work with, since the Synchro definitely helps out with the deck, but it doesn't solve the core problems of the deck, so it's cool. But again, it needs more. So Extravagance for the extra draws is very sweet. I think you need to run Extravagance if you have the opportunity. So yeah, Chandler for, yeah, triple Egotist, sweet card, just gives you the extra body on the field for the potential synchro play or whatever. So go for Harpie Lady Sisters, and okay, I mean, you could drop the level 6 Harpie Lady Sisters from your deck for another level 4. Again, just facilitating the rank 4 plays, the level 8 synchro plays, since why are you, you know, risking of main decking that quote-unquote brick, your level 6 one? I think I still like it. Just run a regular Harpie Lady Sisters. Just the fact that you can special summon a high level Harpie Lady from your Egotist and potentially get those beneficial searches, or potentially special summon an Oracle from your hand. So I like it. I prefer this over, let's say, triple Harpie Lady 1. Again, Harpie Lady 1 to be special summoned off of Elegant Egotist. Yeah, Winna is a problem. As you see, I mean, I believe the Elshidal fusion was added back from the graveyard. Yeah, indeed. And Winna is indeed going to hit the field, and that's game over since. And that's something I've been contemplating is that in this format, 2020, I think you need to like go with the flow. And if going second, maybe if going first, but this deck isn't really that one card heavy combo oriented compared to, let's say, Adamancipator or, well, Invoked or whatever, is that maybe you should be main decking Dark Rule no more because of this. If going second, the deck has the ability to play through big negation fields with Dark Rule no more, thanks to the extra deck, Excite Knight for example. But yeah, I mean, space is an issue. Anyway, but yeah, nonetheless, it's definitely a side deck card. Harpie's Feathers, what is it called? A trap card. It's so broken. Harpie's Feather Storm is really a broken card. It's like a skill drain and doesn't need to be yeah, it only needs to be activated. It doesn't need to be face up on the field or still stay on the field. It's not a continuous spell or trap, right? It's really a broken card, but the fact that it's for the Harpie Lady archetype makes it balanced, if that makes sense. Again, a very strong card. You want to have it, you want to have Hysteric Sign to search it during your end phase, but if you have the trap, going first, not a lot of decks can play around that. Maybe like back row heavy decks, obviously, Altergeist, Subterrors, Elklish, right, have the ability to just set like entire hordes of traps and play during your opponent's turn, but that's where maybe the Harpie field spell can come into Hunting Grounds, like, you know, popping those multiple spells, at least forcing them outright. Anyway, so this is cool. Clash returning to, what is it called? You know which one I mean. Ah, man. The name's right. Yeah, you know, Chandler. Is it Chandler? I believe so. Anyway, so yeah, still have the Harpie Lady Synchro on the field, that's cool, so every time a spell or trap is activated I can bounce a monster on the field, well, a monster from the opponent or a Harpie Lady on my side of the field, so it's indeed Chandler, that's cool. Still control a high level Harpie, so I can special summon Oracle to get back, I guess, the Elegant Egotist from my graveyard, and this should be a sweet Tornado Dragon play, indeed. To trigger Hysteric Sign to get the Harpie's trap from my attack to the hand. And this should be game right. I mean, put your opponent under the skill drain is quite OP. Well, for Harpies. Okay, last example. Going first, going second. Going first this time again. But yeah, okay, yeah. So okay, going first, but as I mentioned before, this is basically balls to the wall. I mean, the Simorgh Link will special summon something during the end phase, because this is Dino, you can go for Dweller, but again, I do have the trap trick to go for the potential Harpie Lady Trap. Again, negating monster effects during the opponent's turn. So again, Simorgh will give me another Harpie search or specials during the end phase. So my field was very solid, definitely solid, and a lot of follow-up plays. And of course, keeping my opponent out of the duel thanks to the Harpie Lady Trap. But nope, Nibiru says no, and that's the weakness, I guess, even though Nibiru is not really played anymore. Well, yes and no, it's going in and out in favor of other cards, Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler no more, but well, yeah, it speaks for itself. Needle Fiber into the Simorgh Link makes your opponent's Nibiru instantly live, but I think it's worth it. Okay, due to Extravagance, you're, well, you know, main-decking some more extra deck monsters, which you might not need. If you're not running Extravagance, you could definitely play another copy of Chidori, Dweller maybe, Tornado Dragon. Those are important cards. I'm not a huge fan of the Harpie, the Harpie Dragon, or yeah, you know, the Exceed one. The Garuda might be an option as well. I would just side deck more Harpie's Hunting Ground, the field spell with Queen, if you're playing against like a trap heavy, back row heavy deck. I believe one field spell is just good going first, it's fine. But again, going first it doesn't really do much other than maybe popping your own Hysteric Sign. Not really sure if I want to keep main decking Trap Trick. If so, I definitely need more regular traps, and I'm looking at maybe Magical Heads for some gimmicky play, or Lost Winds. Lost Winds is also a good one. If you want, you can definitely play the Utopia package as well, so Utopia OTK shenanigans. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.